Hey adventurers, thank you for watching. My name is Trophy System and in this video I'll be your guide through the Dzemael Darkhold dungeon. Before jumping straight to the first boss fight, there's one mechanic to take care of before the first boss fight, namely the crystal light. Before reaching the first boss you will see a floating eye wandering around in the first dungeon part. This floating eye will cast AoE attacks. When you see the floating eye, make your way up to the illuminated crystal areas to be less vulnerable to its attacks. When you do get hit without standing in the illuminated area, you will receive a massive hit. Next to the illuminated areas you will see Magitek Counters. In order to reach new areas, stand in these counters to unlock doors previously closed. For the first boss fight you will have to take on the floating eye that wandered around the first dungeon part. In the arena you will see illuminating crystals again. As a tank, grab the boss its aggression and pull the boss into the illuminated areas. If the boss isn't in the crystal light, it will be invulnerable for attacks. During this boss fight the boss will cast a couple of cone-shaped AoE attacks in front of itself, so try to keep the boss faced away from the rest of the party members. Next to the AoE attacks, a couple of waves of enemies will spawn as well. Grab their aggression as a tank and, like the boss itself, keep them faced away from the rest of the party members, since the adds will cast frontal AoE attacks as well. The last mechanic you have to pay attention to is the fading of the illuminating crystals. During the fight you receive a notification the crystal light is fading. When you see this message, the illuminated area you're standing in will stop illuminating soon. I would advise switching your position to a new illuminating area as soon as you see this message. Keep doing your damage on the boss and the boss will be defeated pretty quickly. In the second boss fight you will face Towlert, and it's probably one of the easier fights you have encountered in a while. As a tank, just grab the boss its aggression and face away from the rest of the party. After a couple of seconds new enemies will spawn on the edges of the arena. These enemies can't be attacked, so you can keep focusing all your damage and attention to the boss itself. This boss fight only contains out of AoE dodging and doesn't bring any new mechanics you haven't seen before. Dodge the AoEs and do your damage on the boss to defeat it quickly. In the final boss fight you will face off with Bartral, a nasty gargoyle with some powerful attacks. To start it off, have the tank grab Bartral's aggression and pull it away from your rest of the party members. This boss will do a couple of point blank AoE attacks during the fight, so try to keep your distance from Bartral when you're a ranged DPS or a healer. During the fight Bartral will be tethered to corrupted crystals. When Bartral is tethered to these crystals it will be invulnerable for any damage. Destroy the corrupted crystals as soon as possible. When Bartral is tethered to the corrupted crystal it will focus his desolation attacks on a random party member. This party member will be marked. When you're the marked party member, try to stay away from any other party members. The marked party member will get desolation attacks pointed towards itself. When hit you will receive massive damage, so dodging this AoE attacks is advised. During the fight the boss will cast Grim Cleave attacks to random party members. These Grim Cleave attacks can deal some big hits, so keep an eye out on all the party members when healing. At around 30% of the boss's HP and after destroying the third crystal, Bartrol will use Hell Scent and become enraged. After becoming enraged, he will start using Desolation at will. Bartrol will also spawn black pools on the 3 party members. Standing within the pool will give you damage over time, so try to move out of them immediately. Next to the damage over time, the puddles will occasionally explode and deal high damage to anyone standing in them. Keep doing your damage on the boss and avoid the AoEs and the boss will be defeated quickly. This will conclude this dungeon guide. I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to share them in the comment section.